Boom! Haha! What up, ladies and gentlemen? So, without any further ado, let's get into the video. Tier list. I'm going to put, I wouldn't say my favorite, but I'm going to kind of judge my own songs. And these songs, I've managed to gather all the evidence and information that I had from Spotify artists, Apple artists, and YouTube music. And I combined them and I picked, like the most viewed, most listened songs. And they're around, the initial set list was around 24 songs, right? And it was like, if I was about to go into a world tour, what kind of set list I would have made. But then I said to myself, it is better to start with a tier list. So I gathered out of those 24, I took 13 and I said, let's go and let's make it happen. And the first song, they are random right now, right? They are random. So 2023, 2024, 2025, and a little bit of 2026. And the first song that I have right here, right now, is this song that is called I Got a Feeling. Let's listen to it.
You come on, baby, celebrate. I have a feeling right now that somehow I'm gonna make it. Let's talk about what we gonna do when we'll get naked, baby. I'm about to win big, cause they all be faking. I'm already a star, let's stop talking.
So, in 2026, I have started to make my engineering to make it kind of tier, right? So from that point, as a song that it is mixed and mastered, it is like, I believe, S tier. Now, the cover art is beautiful and all that. I got a feeling. I believe that in 2026 right now, I don't have the, how to say it, like the inside of me, that artist kind of flame, like to create, because this thing happened in my life, and that thing, and this girl and that girl and all that, and my emotions are like, so, you know what I mean, and I create the song. No, I don't have it. But when it comes to professionalism and the chords, the beat is there, everything is beautiful, set. So I'm going to put it on, I am between A and B. B. I'm going to put it on B. And the only reason that I'm putting it on B, it is because it doesn't have the flame, the flame that the artist, the creator, the songwriter needs to have, and I don't have it right now. Because I thought I would have blown up by now, and never mind, and my life would have moved on. So, let's go. Next song we have right here from the EP 26, R9 Fenomeno. Let's go. Let's listen to it.
Life was total bullshit. It took me so much time to finally realize the impact I have on women's hearts worldwide. So much time to understand that I have the talent for love, cause I am Reynaldo de Fenomeno. Fenomeno.
Okay, so this song, R9 Fenomeno, it is a song that I created after the Costantino era with the Nines, that beautiful Costantino, my first album Costantino, that everything ended in a 9, then again in 9, then again in a 9, the trilogy, the beautiful trilogy, man. Even though I thought that I could have made it even better, but still I appreciate it. I appreciate what God gave to me, the creation. At that point, when I created it, I think I created in 2024, right? I lost myself in the mixing and mastering. I wasn't like doing it like so good. I think this song, it reminded me of that. So my father wanted me to become a football player. Ronaldo Nazario de Lima, R9, the phenomenal, the original one, the GOAT, the one before Messi, because it was Maradona, Ronaldo, Messi. That's how God put it. And so, I heard something outside. And so, my father had this grand plan, that all the drunk fathers, have for their sons. Like my son is going to become a football player, and he would always like tell me, you are going to become like Ronaldo. Like Ronaldo, what's Ronaldo? I was like 10 years old, and 10, 11, 12, I think, and we would buy like DVDs of R9 Fenomeno playing, like in Inter, and whoever knows like about football, he would play like in Barcelona, Inter, Real Madrid, and I would watch how he played and how he dribbled and all that stuff, and I was like literally obsessed with him. And this song is kind of like, what, because in the Costantino era, I was like very, 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 when it comes like to my love life, I was like very defeated. I was like, whoa, man, I can't believe it. Like my heart is so broken and all that. And somehow like in this kind of like EP era, I'm starting in 2024, I'm starting like to create, again myself. And I'm like, what? I can, in a way, I can get out of that. My heart is broke, you know what I mean? And in the love game, I can be like a phenomenal, you know what I mean? My singing here is a little bit, I'm trying like to figure out myself and all that. So, I'm going to put it in the C. Right here, in the C. Don't ask me why, let's log it in the C. It's a cool one, If I remixed it today, if I made it today, I would have made it like an S tier. Right now that I know like how I'm better like at singing, I'm better at mixing. My production is not that the way that I produce and all that stuff. It's not like that. It has changed a lot, but still I have elevated it a little bit. I would have made it S tier because it is a good song. It's a good song. But let's go to the next one. Again, next one from the EP 2026. No, 2026. EP 26. That's it. 26. 2, 3, 3, 3, 0, 26. 4, 74. It is a trilogy of EPs.
Girl, you gon' stop me from being a lover boy. You won't stop me from being your love here.
Okay, so Girl Who Gon' Stop Me. Again, the EP 26. The mixing is the same. Mixing mastering the same. The beat, in my opinion, it's kind of generic. I never like found anything about this song, Girl Who Gon' Stop Me from being a lover boy. Again, I think it might have to be like with a lot of people. They think like it's like me talking like to a girl, like, and being like, oh, your boyfriend is not gonna stop me like from seducing you and all that stuff. But I don't think that when I created it, I was thinking about that. It was more like the trauma that I had experienced from my dad and all that. It won't stop me like from becoming a kind of lover boy and getting away from the heartbreak that I experienced, because I used to be like very like obsessed with a certain girl, and I thought that all she is and nobody else. I'm going to put it like on the D. Let's put it right here on the D, right? A lot of people right now, they might like be like, oh my god, like he's like the worst judge for himself. Hey, what can you do, right? You gotta like be like truthful. Next one, let's go. Off for Her. Off for Her. Let's start. It's called Sex Call.
Sex call, sex call. Electricize me at any moment, yeah. Sex call, sex call. Hey, call me when you need me, baby. You don't have to look at.
Boring. So, I don't know, man. Like right now, like in 2026, I don't know why, but there was a period that I wanted like to make like like very very like horny songs and all that. But I found out that in a way the horniness and all that, it can be created as a song, like if you have that sexual energy, right, in a more beautiful way, so to speak, and not that raw thing, right? Because that song, the Sex Call, is like very raw. Like when it comes like to the lyrics, they are like total corn. It's like a relaxed kind of beat. A lot of people like they kind of liked it, and I believe especially the young ones, because the young ones, they are like, oh yeah, and they think that the rawness of life is like the real like the real how can you say the real sweetness of life, like. But I believe that when you cover it, that's when the sweetness is. When you leave it like so open, it doesn't taste like so good. Mixing, I would give it like, I don't know, like 5. It doesn't really doesn't do anything to me anymore, these kind of songs. So I will put it on the E. Sex Call on E. I should have made them a little bit smaller, but never mind. Let's go. Next one. Again, EP Off for Her. The next one is called Benz. And it's like, I think like from the Mercedes-Benz.
Then you wonder how I'm still standing, because she will love me every time I got her on the telephone. Girl, I've been looking for a sign from God. Help me find out my purpose, cause I'm losing hope wherever I fall.
So, I don't know. I just listened to the song, as you too. I don't know why I named it Benz, but it was, I believe I don't have like a driving license, right? And in Albania, where I was born, at that time in the 90s, after like the fall of the communist regime, dictatorship, which destroyed us completely as a nation, I don't know why and how a lot of Mercedes came like to Albania. And at that time, like in the 90s, early like 2000s, like almost like all Albania like was full of old Mercedes. So it was kind of like, oh, you're an Albanian, so you gotta drive like a Mercedes and all that. And I think, to tell you the truth, it doesn't do anything like to me like the Benz anymore, like the Mercedes and all that. Like I'm perfectly fine with a Toyota or whatever. I don't care, so to speak. But at that time I was like, oh, when I was tying the driving with a girl, and because she will, so whatever it came to my mind, I just like threw it there. At that time, in 2024, I was like paranoid. I was like, why am I not blowing up? I have to make more songs, and I didn't know. I was lost. So when it comes like to the lyrics, to the story of the song, it's like whatever. So for that, it takes like a knee. The song is good. I like this song. It's groovy. It has like groove. So I wouldn't put it like in the E, so to speak. The mixing, 2024, I didn't know how to mix properly. So I'm going to put it like in the D. It takes a D, right? It takes a D. So it is in the D. Lock it. Lock this one. Well, some people might say like, how can you like rate R9 Phenomenon a D and you give like Sex Call an E? Okay, so let's go. Next one. I see the album Costantino 3 and oh my god, here they come.
Mickey Mouse, costa Mickey Mouse, 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 lifeless.
Ha ha ha, ha ha ha. Sadly like you do, Mickey Mouse, costa Mickey Mouse. So right now we are going like, because a lot of people like this, they might think, how in the F this guy like he put his songs in the E, in the D, in the C, in the B. What is wrong with this dude? So right now here comes the money, and a lot of you, they might think, right, you might be like, oh man, like we do not understand why this guy loves this song so much. So in the Costantino 3, it was like, I think like the ideas, the proper ideas, the base of the whole album came up around 2021. At that time, I was like depressed a lot. I couldn't like release the first album. I was like, why it's happening like so long? Isolation, loneliness, and all that. Locked up in the room. Up until that time, because like I was addicted heavily into Korn, and Korn destroys all your feelings and emotions as we know it. I couldn't like cry. I couldn't like feel emotions. And then like I did an MS therapy, shroom therapy, and it completely destroyed me. And the beats that I was listening in those journeys, my first ever journeys, were the songs, the future songs of the Costantino 3. And that's why I love so much this album. I love it so much. It is my favorite album, like from the Costantino, from the 3 Costantinos. It is like my favorite album. I love it so much. And I put a song that it wasn't there, but I put it like, well, it's getting boring. It's called Well, It's Getting Boring. Instead like of putting another song, and I did that because I want like to make it like a little bit more pop, so to speak, and I regretted it, and I will never do that again. I will never like put, like the success of an album, or like I will always like try like to create, you know what I mean, without thinking, oh, I should make like this very successful album and all that. So Cheap Tricks, baby, Costa Mickey Mouse. It means like, it is like my middle name, Costa, Costantinos, Costadinos, Costis. It has a lot of, abbreviations to the name. It's like Renaldo, Aldo, you know what I mean? So, I'm between A and S. I don't want to say, you know what I mean? I don't want to say like, I don't want to judge it when it comes like to mixing, when it comes like to the production of it, when it comes to the lyrics. I don't know, like these songs, like they make me like feel so alive. It is another one, as you can see right here. The next one, there are two from that album that I really, really love. Because, you know, like the songs are like healing potions, you know what I mean? Like, and because I am the creator, I'm the total creator of it. A couple of songs, you know, like you might like, and you might be like, oh, I vibe with this song, and I vibe with certain healing potions that I create. All my songs are in a way like healing potions, but for me, I don't know why, but there are some songs that really resonate with me, and they might not resonate with you because you know what I did right now in my Spotify artist and all that. My best song, it might has like 110 plus streams, right? And these two, they have like around 50, 60, 70, so they are up there. And in a way, I infiltrated the numbers because I was listening to them again and again, because I want them like to be on top, you know what I mean? So that people will listen to these songs. And when I would like create the shorts for the songs, to in a way like to push them, to market them, people didn't resonate with them as much as they did with others that I will explain to you in the near future, later. So for that, Cheap Tricks, baby. I'm between S and A, man. S. I'm going to put it as F it. I'm going to put it in S tier. Even though I want to put it like in the A, but there were moments where this song really, 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 I was listening to it and I was like vibing after years, you know what I mean? Like after years that I released it. I wasn't judging it. I wasn't nothing. Just like, oh my God, man, I love this song. Boom, boom, boom. Next one. I love Alexandria from the same album. Let's listen to it.
No, 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 no. Can't stop, I won't stop. I can't believe that I made it to the end of my confinement. And it's time for me to fuck. Best and not find me a woman that can take it hard. Informed for I'm really sad, yeah, I'm really mad. Yeah, shit about it funny, yeah, let's start. Breaking that iron bed up, our big booty son. Taste bass.
Can't believe that I made it to the end of my confinement and it's time for me. Can't stop, I won't stop. I won't say anything. This was like the first beat. The first night. The first night that the rain came, I was never expecting the rain. So I won't talk about it. S tier. If Cheap Tricks was an S tier, I was like between S and A. Again, S. Let's go. Lock it. Come on. Next one. Dance, 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 dance with me. Dance with me. The song, I made it in 2025. Let's listen to it.
Dance with me, girl, you know me. I'm always ready for your loving, so come and show me. The night is young and I'm horny. I want your pussy on my lips, baby, while you blow me. Dance with me.
Okay, another horny song. I made it in 2025, and the third year of me not blowing up. I was out of ideas. I didn't know what to make, what to create. Mixing wise, I couldn't elevate as a mixing engineer because I had like the Hackintosh, and the Hackintosh originally has like, it is a Windows, machine. And even though like I put it in like a Mac, right, OS, it still had the on the Shure, and I was I'm sorry, baby. And I was like blaming the Shure, and I had like also like the Focusrite, the $120 Focusrite, which Focusrite is a respectable, you know what I mean, piece of equipment, especially like for the beginners. But right now I have changed it. I have bought the RME Babyface, and I have like a Mac Mini, and it is very clean. The Shure is very clean, even though it takes a little bit, it needs a little bit, like power from a preamp. A preamp would be great with it, but a good preamp. Mixing wise, so and so. The art cover, beautiful. I kind of liked it. It's like my left eye, right? And whenever like I would relapse in the corn and all that BS, like my left side of my brain and my eye like would get numb for a reason. Another horny song, Dance With Me. Girl, you know me, I'm always ready for your loving, so come and I'm going to put it on the, slow song. Yeah, horny baby. I'm going to put it, wait. It can't be like higher than Ben's, right? Because she will know me every time. R9. Oh no, it was like Girl Who Gon' Stop Me. The R9 is right here. I'm sorry, guys. Girl Who Gon' Stop Me. So yeah, it's right here in the D. I'm going to put it on the D. Okay, next one. Next one is Psycho Chickens.
Beautiful town. It's all about the confidence, and I know secrets of the universe. I know all about the confidence, and I know secrets of the universe. I know it's all about the confidence, and I know secrets of the universe. I know all about the confidence, and I know secrets of the universe. I know.
Oh baby, so I know why this song. I have it like on my Instagram front page, and when you go like on my IG, like you just click it and it plays. And a lot of people resonated with this song. I still have a lot of streams. I've made it in 2025. It is one of the songs that I made in 2025. I still had a lot of issues at the time with myself, with my brain. A lot of negative thoughts. A lot of people who hurt me appeared in my thoughts, and I was wishing to them like very, very, very bad things, because they hurted me, they disrespected me, they tried to humiliate me. And even though I didn't I didn't do that to them, right? But then after years I realized that if you play with shit, you're going to end up, smelling like shit, being dirty and all that stuff. The sample is the initial sample, like that. Do you think that I said another said to you? And I think that's what the sample is what is resonating with a lot of people, because it has like a oh my god, yeah, life, like it has like its ups and downs, but it is a little bit warm and all that. It is a sample from that famous site with the samples. I don't remember its name. I'm sorry for that. And when I created like the beat, I was like, okay, let's rap in it. And because in the rapping game, you have like to be like macho and tough. And I don't have like any guns, or I don't kill people, I don't steal, I don't do all that stuff. So I cannot like play the gangster, right? I was like in the fifth dimension, right? So a lot of people they won't understand it, but it's all about the confidence, and I know secrets of the universe. God, the universe, whatever you wanna call it, it has like his mysterious ways, its mysterious ways. to really, really give you lessons, even though some of the lessons will hurt, but in the long run, they will help you to elevate spiritually and to change your perspective. And sometimes when you are down and you are like, it will reveal the people who put you down, right? In order for you to let them go and to let the hurt that they caused you, right? The universe, the God will kind of like show you. You see, these people, they suck. SUCK, right? So don't worry. Like, stop like hurting yourself. They hurt you, and you keep on hurting yourself, right? Because they hurt you. So stop it. Get some help. Move on. And a lot of people, they resonated with this song, even though I never like find anything like, oh my god, this song is like so whatever. So I'm going to put it on A because of you guys. Mixing wise, kind of cool. Still 2025. Let's put it on A because of you, because if I don't put it on the A, all of you are going to hate on me and you will be like, are you kidding me, man? Psycho Chickens, are you kidding me? S? No. Wait, if it wasn't for you, okay, where I would put it on a B, right? I would put it on B, okay? So, let's go, next one.
With my life, if I don't have sex all night, every night, suck and left and suck and right, puts in my mouth while they right, cowgirls love me right.
This song is called Boobs, right? This is the most streamed song in Spotify, right? Okay. It is higher than Psycho Chickens, it is higher than the next one. It is top one. This beat, first of all, I made this beat while I was drunk. You know what I mean? I was like, it was Sunday. We went out. It was Sunday. Okay, I won't say the full story, but it was Sunday. I was out. And then I came back to my home. And I had to go out. I had to go out Sunday. I got drunk for a reason. 2024. And then I made the beat, right? And I was like, okay, let's make something right here. And then I left the beat. And I always thought that beat was like pure comedy. And then I was like, okay, like let's write something, but let's write something like a little bit, like satirical. Because a lot of people were telling me that my songs, especially like the first ones, they were satire and all that. And I was like, when the F they are saying that to me? They were always like talking like satire. And I was like, okay, like let's give them like a satire. You know what I mean? And I wrote that. It was like, I don't wanna live my life if I don't have sex all night, every night. I can left and I can right, boobs in my mouth while they ride, cowgirls, lovely vibes. And I loved it. So if I put it on the B, right? Everybody's going like to go mad at me. So for the magic that happened, I'm going to put it on A, and right here with Psycho Chickens, right? It is on the A. And let's move forward. Next song, Blow Up. Come on, let's listen to it.
Don't stop, blow up. You was in a hole, depression fucked you up. Yo, wake up, girl, you wake up. Listen to your heart, make the devil shut up. Help me, help me, help me, help me. Move on with my manifestation. Lately it's been hard for both of
Okay, Blow Up. The song I created it like in 2024 when I started like my EP series When the Lights Shut Off, and it was inspired by one of my favorite tracks from Kendrick. When the lights shut off and it's my turn to settle down, my main concern. In 2024, I think like it was like my best year when it comes like to numbers. Like I was getting a lot of likes on Instagram, a lot of traction, a lot of likes, like 10 likes, you know what I mean? 12 likes. On YouTube, it wasn't like so great. Now on YouTube, I get a lot of likes. At that time, I had TikTok. I think also on TikTok, it was more like in 2023, people were liking me and commenting and all that. I deleted TikTok. So I thought I was like shadow banned on TikTok, man, for some weird reason. I don't know why. Never mind. So now I started like Facebook page again. I started my Facebook page again because like they blocked me on Facebook. I don't know why. They thought I was a robot. Now I started again. Please God, let's have a little bit of traction there. X, the same. It was Twitter, now X. It doesn't have like so much traction. So Blow Up, Don't Stop. Beautiful song. I like it. I'm going to give it like a simple A. You know, it had a lot of traction, right? I love it as a song. It is simple. It has a beautiful feeling. When I was making it, I was thinking of Red Hot Chili Peppers, you know, like with the guitar, especially in the Californication era. And I was like, okay, like let's combine Red Hot Chili Peppers style of, you know, like of strumming, the Frusciante style of strumming with 808s and a hip hop kind of beat, you know. So yeah, A. Let's give it an A and lock it. Next one. This is called When I'm About This.
Will you be when I'm about this? How can you do that? Love is a feeling, baby, I need a healing. Get sweet miracle from you, sugar, let's take the road. Cinematic city where you live your life. I'm lost in translation.
Oh boy. So, When I'm About This, the first song that I ever created in my life. And it started with a guitar, and I just magically, my hands, I used to play like guitar like very generic. I still play very generic, but at that time I was like the generic. And I just like dun 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 dun. You know, but instead like of a name major, I was like playing a name minor, something like that. I don't remember, but yeah. When I'm About This, ladies and gentlemen, it was the first song. It is in the Costantino, the first album that I thought in my life that I would like put it out there and the whole world will like boom, will go crazy. It was like the leader of the Wolfpack from the album. Mixing wise, great. Even though I mixed it on the Hackintosh and on the Focusrite, it was great because I mixed it over and over again. At that time, I was mixing it properly, I think, when it came to rules of the mixing. So I am gonna give it an S. Yeah, an S tier, baby. Come on. When I'm About This, for the history of it, right? Respect. And also these songs right here, especially like on the first, they have like the lyrics are great lyrics. I wrote them and rewrite again and again till they became like pop. Super duper pop. Next one. And the singing, I think it's kind of cool. You know what I mean? Like I sang it, like great. So next one, double bubblegum bubble. Let's listen to it.
Oh, you're beautiful. That's all even see your mouth. Biggest and the best number of your body. Only if you know the look at me, my lord. It's cute to so hello, you're bubbling more. And you would have felt free to fill your hand, my lord. You would have felt free.
Okay, so the same. It is like from Costantino 1. Mixing, kind of cool. The chords, the progressions, cool. It doesn't resonate to me a lot, this song, but when I pushed out the first shorts, not shorts, because at that time it was like on the TikTok, but shorts, you know what I mean, like short form content on social media. On the TikTok, a lot of people, they like this one, and then I think also like on IG they liked this one, and it kind of like got a little bit of traction on Spotify. It's not for me as I can. I don't want to like put it on the A or on the S. I do not think that it is there. You know what I mean? Because it kind of gets you kind of get lost. Like in the first like album, I didn't thought about it as I was like an unknown artist. You know what I mean? An unknown singer. I was writing this album like I was like in Hollywood, you know what I mean? And everyone would like go crazy, and everyone will be like, oh my God, like, okay, we got the When I'm About This, which is like, it has like that generic pop structure, but then we have like other songs that they have like more of the pop. And at that time I was like also very into Aphex Twin, and especially like his crazy drum beats, and I was like, okay, like if I make like a style of pop combined with IDM, like with the drums of Aphex Twin style, like all that in the snares and all that, a lot of kick, hi-hats, crazy hi-hats. What can I get out of that? So for that, I cannot. I don't know if I can even put it like on the B, because it is not, in my opinion, it is not like a song that you can like just like put it like on a Friday night and be like, okay, like let's have a party. It's like more of a song like, okay, let's play this album right here. Let's get the When I'm About This in the beginning, etc. And right now I have like something crazy that in a way like it can like So I'm going to put it on the C. Everybody like is going crazy on me. I can't put it like on the B, right? Because right now I'm also telling you, at that time I had like a huge ego. I want like to prove like to people, to the critics, to everybody that I am a genius, you know what I mean? And I can create like crazy songs and masterpiece, you know what I mean? I wasn't like, okay, I wanna like make like something like beautiful. I wanna make something genius, you know what I mean? Instead like of beautiful, instead like of let go your ego and just create something beautiful. Don't be like, okay, let's make this like more like crazy, let's make this like more difficult in a way, like. And that's why I'm putting it like on C, because it was a lot of ego. And lock it. Next one, and the final one out of the 13, it is a song called Pop Pop Motherfucker. Motherfucker.
It's motherfucking coco, sucker, pop, pop, motherfucker. Wanna see you suffer? I'm gonna break your bones and let you go where you belong. Pop, pop, motherfucker. You look like a sucker, I'm sending you to heaven.
Okay, Pop Pop Motherfucker. It is the EP after the Costantino trilogy. When I created the EP, right? I think, yeah, it's not that I think, but I was like, okay, man, like they don't get the first album, they don't get the second album, the first 9 songs. These people, they don't get the second 9 songs. 9 songs. They don't get the third 9 songs, right? So they're gonna get this song, right? It is like 27. They didn't get, no, wait, 3 times 9. They didn't get 27 songs. They didn't get Nothing Blew Up, because at that time, because I was like pushing content like on TikTok, I thought like, like the magic, like you push like, and in one night you get all these millions of views and all that. So it is a song that it is like the Michael Jackson, you know what I mean, when he says like, I'm standing with a man in the mirror, but in a way it is like me standing like in front of a mirror. Like I got what I got in the Heal Me song, you will realize, and it melted and it sent me into a parallel universe. And that day I was looking, I have like a mirror here in the house. Have a mirror, like a big mirror, you know what I mean? Like, and I was looking at myself. I was looking at myself like in the mirror, and I was like, who are you, man? Like I gotta become like something greater than what you are. Like, I have like to conquer you and all your fears and all your insecurities and all whatever. Like, what is happening, man? Like we gotta get out of this thing that we are in right now. And I think it was like 2024. No. I'm sorry. It was 2023 summer of 2023. I had already released almost everything. It was late summer, September. I don't remember, but I remember that it was summer. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. It was summer. I remember that it was summer when I was thinking about this song. So the mirror thing, it was summer. I don't remember if it was like 22 or 23. Never mind. So I made this one and I was like, man, like I gotta conquer myself. I gotta become like someone better than what I am. You know what I mean? But I was like very aggressive to myself, and I am very, very, very tough on me. When it comes to myself, I am very tough, because at the end of the day, if there is somebody that is gonna save you, it is your own self, you know what I mean? Nowadays, my approach with myself, it is a little bit more caring and more loving, more feminine approach to love, you know what I mean? It's not like such a masculine approach than I used to have. Pop up, motherfucker. And because at that time I realized that there is something wrong with me, and because I'm not blowing up. Because if I blow up, and no, if I blow up, if I had blown up by that time, it meant that I was like ready, right, to blow up. But because I wasn't blowing up, then it meant that I wasn't ready, or 2, I was like in the wrong road, in the wrong direction, or 3, I was somebody that I wasn't able to handle the success. And it is in a way that, oh man, I'm realizing it. That's why God didn't do anything, right? It kept me in the ground, in the shadows. So it means that I have like to conquer myself and become someone better than what I am. In a way, I start like, and in that day, that summer day, that I was like a lonely, sexy dancer. You know what I mean? Heal me, come on, baby girl. So I was looking at myself, and I realized, because the main girl on the Costantino EPs, on the Costantino albums, especially the first album, it was like a girl in my school, right? And my brain that summer day, as I was like melted, it said to me something, you know what I mean? I was naked in the bed, and I was like that, and everything like in the room was like whatever. And I was like in my own universe, and a phrase appeared. It is because I grew up in Greece, right? So my brain works mainly in Greek, you know what I mean? Now also like I try like to speak Albanian with my mom and all that, to not forget the language. And I'm also like listening to a lot of English on the computer, you know, watching like content in English, reading books in English. So the phrase is like that. I was like on the bed, and I was like, why it didn't happen with that girl, that I was so obsessed with her, I was so in love with her, and it had to be like that. I ended up in isolation, wanted to move on the other side of the world, leave everything and all that, and I was like very hurt. And that phrase appeared in my head, and it said to me, oh, wait, αν είχες προσπαθήσει λίγο περισσότερο, which means, it's translation from Greek, if you had tried a little bit more, And at that time, it came to me, you know what I mean? And I realized if you had tried a little bit more in everything, you know what I mean? And sometimes we always say like, oh man, like my life. And then you're like, oh man, but what if you had tried a little bit more? And I was like, oh, what to try? If you had studied a little bit more, you know what I mean? If you were like a top tier, an S tier student in high school, instead of going in cafeterias, instead of watching corn all day, instead of playing video games, because at that time I was playing like Lineage 2 with a bunch of my friends, instead of all that, what if you had tried a little bit more? What if you were like an S tier student in high school, and then you had become like a doctor or something like that, you know what I mean? Even though I'm a doctor, right? I'm a doctor for the soul. But you know what I mean? Like, if you had tried to be more social, you know, because I was like very introverted, and I was like I had that Nietzschean approach like to life when I was a teenager, like, oh, everybody's stupid, me genius, and I don't want to like socialize because I find it stupid, you know. Like, if you had tried a little bit more, and if you had, you know, a lot of people say nowadays, oh, don't chase women, that's BS. That is feminine approach to dating. You have to conquer. If you wanna in love, you have to conquer, you know what I mean? In the morning I opened like Facebook, and it was like a rapper, and he was like, oh, I don't text women, I don't do that, women have to approach me. I was like, what kind of a man you are, that okay, you do that feminine SHIT, right? Okay, but why you have like to announce it to the world, and to also like with pride, you know, with pride, you know what I mean? I don't do that. I wait for women like to. That is BS, and I see it, man, like in the pop culture a lot. That thing, like, I was like watching like I was like in the room of my mom and we were talking, and I see like in the television like, and there is like a girl like in a soap whatever, like what you call it, TV show whatever, it's like that, and like she started like approaching like a guy, and I was like, who the fuck writes these whatever the fuck are these, the TV series, man. There is a lot of femininity out there. So and I was like, man, like you have, if you had tried a little bit more in life in general, and also like if you had tried a little bit more with the soccer thing, because there came a time that I didn't want to play football. I was like, I don't like this thing. And after like the R9 phenomenon, when I was like 12, when I went like into the 13, 14, 15, I stopped playing football. I hated it. I didn't want it. You know what I mean? And also when I was like a kid, I was like friends with a kid, with another kid, and I was like going here in Greece. I was going like to 5 years old, 6 years old. I was going like to his house, and his dad. I think I said that story. His dad took the kid like to a Chinese lady that she had like a music school here in Alexandria. And at that time she wanted like students, and she was doing pro bono in order like, like to create a name. And the kid told me, yo, you can come and she will teach you like piano and guitar pro bono. She will give you the guitar to have like in your home, like to exercise. So basically like free, you know what I mean? And I told my dad, why the fuck did I told my dad, man, at the time? But I told my dad would go angry. He said like, you are going to play football like a man. He called me FAG. Only FAGs, they play music. My dad doesn't listen to music at all. He doesn't know anything about music. My dad is how am I with music and movies, right? With the thing. He's like with football, soccer, like he knows all the teams, he plays, he bets, all that. He loses all his money in the betting game. He was a gambler, so to speak. I don't know, like if he gambles right now, but it was like if you had tried a little bit more, if you went against your dad, man. Yes, 5 years old, tell him like, you know what, man, like I want to learn this music thing. If you had asked your mom, please, mom, tell dad to leave me, like, to let me play the guitar, to learn the guitar. So I was like, yeah, man, like, if you had tried a little bit more, like, sometimes, like, you have to push in life. And for that, I'm going, like, to put the Papa Motherfucker on the A. So yeah, this was it, ladies and gentlemen. It took a little bit of time. I'm going to keep on doing the tier list, but I will find like albums, CPs and all that. Now it was like more of a random most viewed songs, and it took a little bit of while. Whoever stayed in the end, I love you all. I also love the people who left. And yeah, this is it. Peace.